What I primarily want to check on today is how well the front, I'm going to call it a slide plate because it's not really a skid plate, it's a slide plate, and that's for ramping over rocks that would normally stop it on the diff cover. Also, I have a trailer hitch skid plate, so this will be fun. I think it's going to do great. It will allow it to slide over things that would just normally stick it. So I haven't tried it out here yet. I just built the thing. I need to get my selfie stick reattached because right now I'm driving one-handed, but that's okay. I'm here to make the thing slide and see what it does, see if that reground bumper sticks on stuff. Obviously that's a little bit too much of a hole I dropped it into there, but that's kind of what I'm here for today. Just to see what it can do, what can stop it, and basically I'm going to try to drive it over stuff it doesn't want to go over. Also, I know what that is. These things are nettles. I don't like those. They sting. So, since I've seen those, I'll be out here later on, not today, but those will be gone. They cannot live here. This bumper that's on the front, I got my diff unlocked in the back. Lock the rear diff. There we go. This bumper that is on the truck is about half the size it was when I bought it. It's much narrower. It's shorter top to bottom, and diffed out, or framed out there. Normally I don't drive this body out here. I don't know why I decided to not bring the yellow body, but I didn't. So the new one's going to get scratched up a little bit, and that's okay. And I'm framing it out intentionally here just to see if this is a drivable line. I don't know that it is. Also, since I had this chassis out since the last run, I have added a KYX steel front axle housing. And I don't know what else to do to this thing to make it any better. There, it's on the front skid plate, with the slide plate as I called it. It's caught on the rear axle. Now it's not. If you catch the inside rear tire on a turn on a rock, it will tighten up the radius. That's what I just did there. It is very humid right now in Iowa. We got something going on called corn sweat, and when the corn is real tall, I forget the amount of water vapor that it releases through its leaves, but it makes everything incredibly humid. So we could get some big storms out of it. I am going to slide plate this intentionally if I don't have ground clearance there. And that's pretty nice. That's nice. It just rides right over. That is beautiful. It's doing exactly what I designed it for. Another thing that new axle housing did, it was 151 grams in total with the hardware. So it's probably an increase of probably about 130 grams over what I had. And that's all low weight at the axle. Right where you want it. That is pretty great. I think this is the first time I've ever brought this body out here. It's doing very well. I'm very, very happy with the improvement over last time. The front axle kept hanging up on stuff. If a rock hits the front of the diff cover, it's done. It'll block your truck from moving forward, and I'm just ramping over everything now. I'm going to intentionally try to take it over this point right here if I can. That's getting caught on the bumper. There we go. Get it to turn again for me. Something's caught. If you're pulling a wheelie without progress, you have a back tire that's bound up on the rocks somewhere. Don't keep going. Back it up, realign, try again. Here's a good shot of the back. And of course it's not high enough. Cut it offline to try to make it need to ride over. There it goes. On the back skid plate. Just drag it over, no problem. That's beautiful. That's the trailer hitch skid plate. If I lived somewhere cool like near Sand Hollow, I would pay somebody to come out here and video for me. That way I could just drive, focus a little more, and get the better shots. It's on a climb here. I don't know if you can tell in the video. It's dropping the back end faster than it's coming over the top. It's okay to drop the back end so long as the front's making progress towards a more level type of terrain. Alright, I'm going to catch this rock with the side of my tire. It's a little bit of an undercut. Once it catches it, it'll climb on it. Then you can go back to straight, go directly over it. I'm going to take a way up right here that may not be possible. but I'm going to try it. Get that to climb. Steer into it. Get the front end up. If I can get hooks over the front, over the top, it'll come up. So long as the back doesn't undercut. There we go. On the frame, off the frame. Little bumper slide. Oops. Got it where I didn't want it there because I was pushing the wrong way on the trigger, or the steering wheel. Bumper slide the front of this one. Now the only bad thing about the bumper sliding is when you're on the slide plate, it pulls your front tires off the ground. And when they're off the ground, they're not in the game. How about that? That was all right. I'm going to play on this side a little bit. Skid slide. One thing this particular chassis has a lot of is ground clearance. I really like that. It doesn't quite have the center of gravity of my Gen 7 that's modified, but as far as just ground clearance, it pretty much owns that. Oh, the bugs are just having lunch on me here. I have, it's not usually this buggy. I don't know why it is today. What I came to test is working out real well. So I got a bind going. I'm going to go ahead and call this success and just drive it out of here before I damage something by wrapping it around my drive shafts and taking other things along with me. I destroyed a servo once with a weed wrap on the drive shaft. It grew to the point where it ripped the wires out of the servo. Back when I first started, I didn't realize I could just take it apart, resolder them back in, and be fine. And I think I did eventually. I think I did actually repair that, but I don't want to have to. So at this point, I'm just driving it out, declare this successful, and get away from these bugs. Everybody have a great week. We'll see you in the next video.